guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. As you know, I'm building a car, and I want to do something different with my radial bezel, whatever you want to call this, climate control bezel, whatever. Anyway, so so I found this guy on Facebook Marketplace, and I asked him about this triple gauge pod, and he didn't have it for the 98, he only had it for the 2000, so he reconfigured it so it bolts right in to the 98. Also, he made a pocket delete for the side where the radio used to sit. He also made a climate control delete for me with a single gauge. Here, I wanted him to put the he also made a climate control delete for me with a single gauge. Here, I wanted him to put the push start, the 3 buttons that I have, but since he didn't have them in his hand, he couldn't. So I will be marking that up and journaling that out. So that's perfect. I'll show you guys. Dude, this stuff is really good. This is fully 3D printed. It looks great. It's sturdy. It doesn't feel like brittle. I've already test fitted everything, and everything fits great. Everything's for the most part, it's absolutely flush, and it's good stuff. I also bought one of these. It's the same thing as this, except it's not angled. This one's flat, because I just wanted to see which one I was gonna like better. Personally, I like the angled one better now that I have it in front of me. I'll probably use this one for my wife's hatch. So yeah, let's get to installing it. As I said, it's the bezel. This one you gotta slide it, the first corner in, and it just pops in place and looks like that. The delete goes in through the back, and he actually made it so the little plastic tabs actually go in where they're supposed to go into. You gotta give it a little push. Now, when you take your bezel apart, when you take your climate control out, the 4 gold screws, you have to reuse them. So he does not supply those, but he does supply the ones for the back of the gauge pod. Like I said, this is really good stuff. I have no issues with it, and I can already tell that everything's gonna fit nice and snug. And he also makes this plate like solid for the climate control. He also makes it solid. He also makes a triple gauge pod for down there. He makes a few cool little things. You can find him on IG or Facebook at cbc.custombuiltcars. You can type that into IG or Facebook, and he'll pop right up. So I'm not sure if I'm the first one with this full kit, but I haven't seen anybody review it. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Boom. And before I install this, actually, let me see. I'm not sure how this is going to install with the gauges, so I think I'm just going to install them now before I put this in. And yeah, so for gauges we have volts, we have oil pressure, we have fuel pressure, and we have the wideband. No more boost gauge. But with that being said, they are all AEM X series gauges, the best gauge on the market, 110%. I'll install, this one is the volts. So a lot of you follow Ghost Boyaki, I do too. Gunners alike. He actually did something on Manolo that I really like. He actually took these gauges and he shortened the harness on them, so you didn't have like 30,000 feet of harness in the back of your dash. He also did a pigtail on the positive and negative for all the gauges, which is great because I really love that. So that's that. Look at that. Look how clean that looks. AEM all the way, 100%. So I will be doing that as well. I will be doing a positive, and I'll be shortening these up. I'll be ordering the same these same ones and doing a plug and play clip just like they did on theirs, just to clean this up. I'll probably contact him to see if he did it with everything, because I know, at least for me, there has to be some length for the oil pressure and the fuel pressure and the wideband side. I think he only did that with, I think he only shortened it with 3. Maybe he did all clips. I don't know. We'll find out for sure. Oil pressure. Let's do oil pressure first. Let's do oil pressure first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be doing a lot of plug and play stuff. Because I don't want 50,000 feet of I don't want 50,000 feet of gauge wire. So, yeah. One thing I love about the AEM gauges is that they come with these little bars, with these little, and it locks the gauge in place, so you can't move it, which is awesome. There's that one. So that's oil. This is it's gonna be a pretty cool setup. I've never done something like this. I've always had a radio up top, but what I plan on doing, my car came with the a factory the factory CD changer, so I will be doing that in its place. I'll be putting the radio in the same place that the factory DVD player is at the moment. I wouldn't, just for FYI, I wouldn't tighten these too much. I wouldn't go crazy with them, because even though these are really sturdy, these 3D printed pieces, you don't want to crack them. So with that being said, yeah, I think I'm gonna get a ton of yeah, I think I'm gonna get a bunch of pigtails, so I can do all this without having even if I have 1,000 feet, even if I keep all this, I'll tuck it somewhere where it's not seen, and I'll clip it here, put the pigtail so it can clip right in. and then it's easy in and out rather than struggling with the damn thing. So, yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go. I'm telling you, Aki and Trappy had the right idea. Trappy's like a wiring genius. That guy does some amazing stuff that I can't even. I'm like, how the fuck did he think about that? So, yeah, I think this is gonna be a really clean setup. Once I get that piece with the three toggles. Once I get that, that'll be nice. So, now I see why Ghost Boy Aki and Trappy decided to do what they did. And I will be doing the same thing because this is AM. Y'all gotta do better than this. Y'all gotta do way better. Like, this is crazy. I feel like I'm fishing. Like I got a bunch of fishing line. This is crazy. Once it's back here, and this is all bolted down, I will fix all this madness. This is I don't know, this might be one of the cleanest setups once I figure this whole wiring mess out. But let me turn on this light. I'll show y'all what it really looks like. Nice, there we go. So that's what it looks like. That's what it'll. Like I said, the only thing that's gonna change is right here. There's gonna be a plate with 4 little screws. It's gonna be 3 little switches. It's for auxiliary 1. Well, anyway, fuel pump, auxiliary 1 and 2. And then my push start will be in the original spot where the key used to be. So yeah, like I said, this is good stuff. I'll turn the camera around so you can see what. So there it is. I think it's really clean. Like I said, I got a spaghetti mess of wire to handle back here, but other than that, that's pretty good to go. So yeah. Today was just an overview, a review of these 3D printed pieces and how everything is gonna look. This looks great. I really love this. Only thing I really would change, which I'll probably discuss with him, is to see if we can get this volts gauge angled with this same plate, just one side angled, so everything is facing me, so I don't actually have to look down too much, so it's actually in my view. So yeah, again, his @ is cbc.custombuiltcars. You can find him on IG, and you can find him on Facebook. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel. You can ask him. He's a cool guy. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.